Men don't fall in love the way women do. For a man, love is a quiet wildfire, burning slow, but once it catches, it is almost impossible to put out. Women feel love like a wave. It comes faster, bigger, emotionally powerful from the beginning. But men, they fall silently. Sometimes they don't even know they've fallen until they're lying on the ground wondering what happened. Men fall in love with their eyes first, then with their respect, then with their heart. A man might feel attraction instantly, looks, a smile, a spark, but attraction isn't love. Love doesn't begin until he realizes that the woman in front of him is someone he can admire. For a man, love begins not with butterflies, but with respect. Men fall in love when they feel, this woman believes in me. She sees something in me I can't even see in myself. She makes me want to be better. A man's heart isn't captured by beauty alone. It's captured by loyalty, softness, appreciation, and a woman who genuinely stands by him. Men are taught to be strong, to hide their emotions, to never show weakness. So when a man loves, it takes courage. Because he is handing over the one thing he protects the most, his vulnerability, his inner world, his deepest fears. A woman may show love in words, in gestures, in warmth, but a man shows love in responsibility. He'll drive through rain just to make sure you're home safe. He'll fix problems he never caused. He'll fight battles you never even see. Because in his mind, love means protection. When a man loves, he commits his future to you, quietly. He plans without telling you he's planning. He imagines a home without saying a word. He is loyal before he even confesses. He merges his purpose with you in silence. A man falls in love slower, but he loves deeper, stronger, more permanently. He might not remember the moment he fell, but he will always remember the moment he realized he can't live without you. Men fall in love through trust. Trust is rare. Men give it sparingly. So when a woman earns his trust, he gives her the part of himself he hides from the world. A man might flirt with many, but his heart? It belongs only once. He can move on physically, but emotionally? He doesn't fall again so easily. His love doesn't fade like a spark. It lasts like a flame that refuses to die. Men love with silence, but hurt with silence too. He might walk away still loving you. He might stay quiet while his heart screams your name. He might let you believe he doesn't care, just because caring feels dangerous. Men are not afraid of commitment. They're afraid of choosing wrong, because for a man, loving the wrong woman can destroy his entire life. But loving the right woman, it can build a kingdom. Men fall in love differently because they love with action, not just words, not just feelings. They show love by showing up. If he loves you, you'll see it in how he treats your time, your dreams, your fears. He'll listen, even if he doesn't understand yet. He'll stand beside you, even if the world stands against you. He'll try, even when he's tired. He'll apologize, even when it hurts his ego. When a man loves, he loves like it's his last time. That is why heartbreak destroys him completely. He may have fewer relationships, but every breakup takes a piece of his soul. A woman cries openly. A man cries alone. He breaks privately. He heals slowly, because men weren't raised to express their pain. They were raised to bury it. Until one day, it becomes part of who they are. Men are slow to fall, but once they do, they fall all the way in. They don't fall for half promises. They fall for consistency, for presence, for the little things you think don't matter. But he notices everything. He notices when you remember his favorite song, when you say his name differently, softly, when you look at him like he's your safe place. He notices when your eyes shine brighter the moment he walks into a room. He notices, or silence, and wonders what's hurting you. Men notice because they fall in love with details. A woman's love grows with connection. A man's love grows with comfort, knowing he doesn't have to pretend. When he can be himself, goofy, flawed, imperfect, that's when his heart chooses you. Men love differently because they hide their heart behind their goals. So when he makes space for you in his ambitions, that's love. When he imagines success and sees you beside him, that's love. When he thinks of tomorrow and your face appears without him asking, that's love. A man may flirt with many, but he dreams of only one. He could have 100 distractions, but his heart is loyal to the one woman who makes him feel like he belongs. Men may not always say, "I miss you." Instead, they'll say, "Did you get home safe? Have you eaten? What time will you be back? Text me when you wake up." His love is hidden in concern, in checking on you, in wanting to protect your peace. For a man, love is not poetry, it's presence. When he loves, he fights for the relationship, not with arguments, but with effort. He refuses to let distance win. He refuses to let another man take his place. He refuses to lose you, even when he has no idea how to express it. Men fall in love when they feel safe to be soft, when they don't have to be the hero every moment, when their flaws aren't judged, but understood. If you sit with a man in his silence, you'll hear his heart speak. Men fall for the moments where you care in ways nobody ever did. The moments where you show you won't leave when he is at his weakest. The moments you wipe away his fear without saying a word. Men don't fall in love through romance. They fall in love through peace. If you calm his chaos, you become his home. And once a man finds home in a woman, he will build walls around her heart to keep her safe. But here is a truth many forget. Men fear love because love has the power to destroy them. He's scared of losing himself in you. He's scared of depending on someone. He's scared of not being enough. He's scared of choosing wrong and regretting forever. Men don't hesitate because they don't care. They hesitate because they care too much. Men are taught to earn love, to prove they deserve it, to provide before they commit. So he might delay expressing his feelings, not because he doesn't love you, but because he wants to love you right. Men love differently because they invest slowly. But once invested, they cannot easily pull out. He might walk away physically, but his heart remains behind. He might date again, but he never loves again the same. You can always tell a man who once loved deeply. He becomes more guarded, more selective, more afraid of giving someone else access to his heart. A woman moves on emotionally over time. A man moves on physically first, but emotionally, sometimes never. His memories don't fade. They become scars he revisits. He replays conversations and what he should have said. He wonders if he was enough, or if he should have fought harder. Men regret love loudly in silence. A man will act strong, but the truth, he never truly loses feelings. He buries them. Because a man doesn't love often. He loves once, and everything after is comparison. Men don't always say, "I love you." Instead, they show it in the way they worry about you. They show it in sacrifice, in the things they give up quietly, just to make your life easier. He loves you when he remembers the little things you forgot, when he plans instead of leaving things to chance, when he protects you even from things you don't see coming. Men show love through responsibility. He doesn't tell the world he loves you. He tells the world, "She's mine, and I'll do anything to keep her safe." A man might not write paragraphs about love, but he'll write your name into his future. He'll think, what kind of house will she like? Will she be proud of me? Does she feel valued? Am I her safe place too? His love is quiet, but extremely intentional. When a man finds someone he truly loves, he tries to be a better man for her, not because she asks, but because she inspires him. A man falls in love with the feeling of, "I can trust her with my soul," because men aren't afraid of love. They're afraid of being broken. A man may look tough, but his heart is softer than he'll ever admit. He may say, "I don't care," but his heart whispers, "Please don't leave." He acts calm when you pull away, but he stays awake replaying every moment trying to understand what went wrong. Men don't chase because they want to. They chase because they're terrified of losing the one woman who makes them feel alive. But here's the twist. Men test love differently, not with words, but with silence, with distance, with observation. He wants to see, will she stay if I'm not perfect? Will she still choose me if I withdraw a bit? Is she here for me or for what I give? A man's greatest fear isn't being alone. It's loving someone who leaves, when he finally lets his guard down. Men need admiration more than affection. A man can survive without romance, but he cannot survive feeling unappreciated. He wants to feel like your hero, not because he's strong, but because he wants to be useful. A woman can love a man deeply, but if she criticizes him constantly, he will feel unloved. Men fall in love differently because they love through respect. If he feels, you're proud of me, you believe in me, you trust me, I'm enough for you, then he will give you everything he has. Men fall for women who stand beside them, not above them, not behind them, but beside them. A man will never forget the woman who made him feel valued, capable, wanted, respected, understood, safe. That woman becomes the standard by which he measures every other woman. She becomes the one that got away, even if she's still right there. Sometimes men lose the love of their life because they didn't know how to love when they had her. They learn the truth too late. Women remember dates, men remember feelings. He may forget the moment you met, but he will never forget the moment you healed something inside him he thought would stay broken forever. He may forget the words you said, but he will never forget the tone in your voice when you said his name with love in it. For men, love isn't a choice, it's a transformation. He doesn't just love a woman, he becomes a different man because of her. He protects harder, he dreams bigger, he forgives more, he believes again. That's why when a man loses love, he loses a part of himself. He might keep living, but he stops hoping. He pretends he's moved on, but he secretly checks your profile. He acts like nothing hurts, but he's still hurting years later. Men don't let go. They just stay silent. His biggest regret is not losing you, but losing the chance to show you how deeply he truly loved you. Men stay loyal in a way women often don't see, even when he walks away. His heart doesn't. He might ignore your texts, but he still smiles when he sees your name. He might act like he's over it, but he still remembers your favorite song, your birthday, your silly laughter, and the way you looked at him when you were proud of him. He doesn't forget the love. He buries the pain. The truth is, men attach through effort. Every step he took toward you, every plan he made, every promise he thought of giving you, every time he tried to be stronger than his own struggles, all of that built emotional roots. That's why men don't fall in love easily, because once they fall with commitment. For a man, love is loyalty. His heart chooses you first, and chooses you always, even when his mind tells him to move on. Men love differently because they were raised to protect, to provide, to lead. If a man truly loves you, he will worry about whether he's enough. Am I giving her a good life? Does she feel proud to have me? Can I make her dreams possible? What if I fail her? A man questions himself most when he cares the deepest. He may distance himself, not because he wants someone else, but because he fears he might disappoint you. Men struggle with vulnerability. They struggle with expressing emotions. They struggle with appearing weak. So instead of saying, I need you, he will say, I'm fine. Men fall in love when they find peace in someone's presence, when they don't have to explain what's hurting them, when someone understands the pain behind their silence. When a woman becomes his peace, he falls harder than he ever expected, and that woman, he never forgets her, because she becomes his home. Men remember how a woman made them feel. They remember who stood with them when they had nothing, who believed in them before success made them worth believing in. A man treasures the woman who sees worth in him long before the world does. He will love her forever because she loved the version of him he was still trying to build. Men love differently because their love is built on purpose. They don't want just romance. They want to build a life. When a man loves a woman truly, he wants to protect her. He wants to provide for her. He wants to be her safe place. He wants to be the reason she smiles, not cries. He will take responsibility for her heart, even if he doesn't know how to articulate his own. Men hide their love behind ego sometimes, but ego is nothing but a shield, designed to protect a fragile heart. He pushes away not because he doesn't love her, but because he fears she might stop loving him. Men love deeply, but their love is quiet, humble, unnoticed until it's gone. And here is the paradox. A man will push you away when he needs you the most. If he's scared, if he's hurting, if he feels like he's not enough, he'll run away just to see if you'll run after him. Not because he wants distance, but because he wants reassurance. Men love differently because their heart is wrapped in armor. Remove the armor, and you find the purest kind of love. A man doesn't ask for much, just respect. support, loyalty, peace. A safe place to fall. Give him that, and he will give you everything. Every man has one woman in his life who changes everything. Not because she was perfect, but because she saw him when he felt invisible. She loved the parts of him he thought nobody could love. She understood the silence. He didn't know how to translate into words. She looked at him as if he was already a better man than he believed he could be. That woman becomes unforgettable. Men don't call her my ex. My ex, they call her. They call her my almost forever, my biggest what if, my once in a lifetime. A man might love again, but there's always one woman who stays in the deepest room of his heart, locked away from the world, but alive inside him forever. Men fall in love differently because they fall in love with potential. He sees a future with her. A home, children, morning coffee, late night talks. He imagines a life. Before he knows how to build it, he wants to be the man who deserves the woman he loves. That's why he works harder, dreams bigger, fights stronger, because her faith in him makes him believe in himself. Men may look tough on the outside, but their emotional attachment is built on hope. When a man falls, he falls like a warrior. He protects what he loves. He sacrifices everything he can. He loves like it's his purpose. But heartbreak hits him differently too. A woman grieves immediately, crying, talking, expressing. A man holds it all in, until one day the pain explodes in silence. She might move on after healing, but he starts healing only after she's already moved on. He realizes too late that she was the one, that she was love, that she was home, that she was enough. And he was just too, scared to admit it. Men often say, "I'll be okay," but what they really mean is, "I hope someday this pain stops." He hides the ache in distractions. Work, gym, friends, new dates, but nothing fills the space she left. Men love differently because their love is loyal to memories. Even if he finds someone new, there will be a part of his heart that still carries the first woman who truly understood him. Men don't forget the love they prayed for, and here is the truth. When a man finds love again, he loves differently, not because he loves less, but because he knows the cost of losing love. That felt like destiny. His next love might get a wiser man, but his first love got the purest version of him. A man's heart changes only once. After that, he chooses love with caution. He looks for respect instead of drama, peace instead of chaos, support instead of competition, loyalty instead of games. He realizes that love isn't about the most beautiful woman, but about the woman who made him feel like he was worth loving. Men love differently because they love with their vision, they love with their dreams, they love with their future, they love with their soul. When a man loves for life, he doesn't show it in poetry, he shows it in promise. He will stand beside you in every storm. He will choose you every single day. He will protect your heart as if it's a part of his own. He will love you, not just with passion, but with purpose. When a man finds the woman he wants to spend the rest of his life with, he doesn't just love her, he chooses her every day, every moment, even in the moments where love feels hard. He doesn't run when things get difficult. He doesn't look for excuses to leave. He doesn't compare her to others. He stays, he works, he fights, because in his heart, she is home. Men love differently because they don't just fall for a woman, they fall for belonging. He wants to be the place where she feels safe, where she feels cherished, where she feels like the most beautiful version of herself. A man in love prays for her, not out loud, but silently every night. He asks God to protect her, to give her peace, to heal her pain, to keep her close, even when distance tries to separate them. Men don't just love physically, they love spiritually. And when he finally tells you, "When I'm with you, I feel complete," that is the deepest confession a man can ever give. Because for a man, love is identity. He connects his strength to your happiness. He connects his pride to your security. He connects his future to your presence. That is why he loves so carefully, and why he falls so rarely. Men may not always say the perfect words, but when they love, their loyalty speaks louder than any poem could. A man will give up his comfort just to give you comfort. He will give up sleep just to make sure your tears stop. He will give up his dreams if it means you can chase yours. Men love differently because when they love with sacrifice. A woman might love a man for what he is, but a man loves a woman for what she allows him to become. Love makes him softer, but also stronger. It makes him vulnerable, but also courageous. He doesn't say forever. He proves it through every storm, every fight, every moment he could walk away, but chooses to stay because his heart doesn't change easily. And when it does, it hopes it never has to change again. Men fall in love differently, but when they do, they love in a way that is unforgettable. They love with their presence, with their protection, with their purpose, with their silence, with their soul. A man doesn't give his heart twice, he can give pieces. But the first woman who truly held him, she holds the blueprint of his love forever. So if you are loved by a man like this, honor his heart, value his effort, speak to his soul, stand with him, grow with him, believe in him, because he will give you the kind of love. Teach. At people spend their entire lives searching for. Men fall in love differently, but when they fall with forever in their heart.